5 NFL trades, though, to watch out for this NFL offseason. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you. We've heard news that Jalen Ramsey could be on the move. The NFL Network's Tom Pelissero reporting that the Rams have had trade talks when it comes to Jalen Ramsey, saying that the 6-time Pro Bowler, according to league sources, is now believed to be very likely dealt in the coming weeks, as the 28-year-old is due $17 million in 2023 on a deal that pays him on average $20 million per season.
Always wanted to be a Cowboy.
Yeah, he told a fascinating story back on the Pivot podcast about a year ago. And he was detailing the story about how he almost became a Dallas Cowboy. And he thought, based on the conversations that he was having, that he, in fact, was going to be a Dallas Cowboy. Just imagine, though, an offseason where Jalen Ramsey, who one of the highest paid corners in the NFL, gets moved and Ezekiel Elliott gets cut possibly from the Dallas Cowboys, and how those two careers, what could have been if either one of them had been with different teams, and if Jalen Ramsey had been a Cowboy and if Zeke Elliott had been somewhere else. I imagine Jalen Ramsey probably wouldn't have been around here either, because, Cowboys don't like to play corners.
They don't. They have a policy. They let the secondary go. Ask Byron Jones. And there are people saying Byron Jones might be available and all that. He's come out for the injury last year. And I'm like,
they better pay Trayvon, though. Better pay him, though.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Trayvon Diggs, those negotiations could get real tricky because that's going against their philosophy. We're a draft and development team. And it also goes against their philosophy of not paying the secondary. They just don't. And the other thing about the draft and development and the secondary, they have had their greatest success drafting secondary players, safeties and corners over the years. And that's Will McClay. That's just Steven leaning on Will McClay too damn much. They have really good success over the last 10 years with early picks. I mean, every now and then they'll have some busts. But on the whole, Will McClay's saving their behinds on the draft and development.
Don't worry, 972. We got some Mavs talk coming up next segment. We got you. As Chris Arnold was out there, with a mop and all, trying to figure out how to get that stuff off the floor before the game started.
I got the details on that, too.
We'll talk about that here next segment. But 5 trades to watch out for this 2023 NFL offseason. This comes from Pro Football Focus. And it's got 5 players here, and there's one in particular that's got me a little interested in how maybe the Cowboys could pull something off with this particular player. Let's start, though, with Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron Rodgers, who is due nearly $60 million this upcoming year. Would you like to see a trade with Aaron Rodgers going to the Las Vegas Raiders to be reunited with Devontae Adams?
Would I like to see that? I don't care where he goes. Get him out the NFC. I'm fine.
As long as he's not playing for the Packers anymore. Huh?
Well, get him out the NFC. Go to the Jets. Go to the Raiders. I don't care. Look, he's got a better chance of going somewhere with the Jets than the Raiders. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that coach don't know what he's doing. I'm talking about Josh McDaniel. He ain't a real coach. And if Aaron Rodgers goes there, don't get me wrong. First of all, Devontae Adams was roommates in college with Derek Carr. And you see that didn't help the situation. Bringing in Devontae Adams to hook him up because the coach don't know what he's doing. And you bring in Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers even cares right now. He got his money. He's come back from his he's competitive, but I don't know if he's going to. Remember, it wasn't working right for Green Bay for the first half of the season. So, what makes you think Vegas is going to be all right for him?
Yeah, I don't like Josh McDaniels as a coach.
Me either.
To begin with, but that's just me personally. But the trade compensation, here's how the deal would go down. The 2023 first round pick, a conditional 2024 second round pick, which could become a first, is what would be in exchange for Aaron Rodgers. Now, his contract that the Raiders would inherit, 4 years left, $144.7 million with nearly $60 million in total guaranteed money. From the 214, did y'all see the tweet of Lamar Jackson having a jersey on the Atlanta Falcons NFL page?
You know what?
The NFL script got leaked early, I guess.
I'm going to tell you, the script. I'm going to tell you, I would not mind seeing him go to the Atlanta Falcons. Don't get me wrong, he'd be in the NFC and it'd be more trouble, but to me, he's a good fit there. If you're going to have somebody that's friendly in a Michael Vick kind of way, that team is friendly in a Michael Vick kind of way. Because Michael Vick was there first, and they already packed the house anyway. To me, I could just see him in an Atlanta Falcons uniform. And Michael Vick loves Lamar Jackson, by the way. He's always said nothing but great things about him from the college days on.
I don't know. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I don't necessarily want to go to the AFC because the path to the Super Bowl is much, much easier in the NFC if the Packers are able to turn things around. Because if you go to the AFC, you've got to run through, at minimum, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. At minimum. I haven't even thrown in Lamar Jackson or Justin Herbert along with those, players there.
Aaron Rodgers said, I already beat Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in golf. I know I can beat you.
I just don't know if at this stage in his career he wants to go see having a deal.
Some of these guys got the big ego. They don't care who the opposition is. They think they're the best. And don't get me wrong. I personally think Aaron Rodgers don't care right now. He's just chasing some dollars and maybe some fame in New York. That's all I'm thinking. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but to me, come on. He don't care about football right now. He can just play it.
Now, here's one trade that I would be hot if it was pulled off, because not only does it mean your division rival gets better, Dallas, it also means that the compensation that was given up to acquire this player definitely could be done by the Dallas Cowboys. This trade is the Arizona Cardinals sending DeAndre Hopkins to the New York Football Giants.
Oh, no.
Now, the compensation would be a 2023 second-round pick and a 2023 fifth-round pick. Let me tell you something. I'm ready to give that up today. If it means I can use that to go get DeAndre Hopkins and the 2 years left on his deal of $34.3 million. I would do that deal in a heartbeat. And if you're a Cowboy fan, and if that's the only compensation that you would need to give up in order to get DeAndre Hopkins to pair along with CeeDee Lamb, yep, I'm doing that deal. I'm doing that deal today.
Me too. Automatic. D-Hop is the real deal. The man don't drop passes. If it's targeted at him, he catches everything.
Yeah.
I wish he was a Cowboy. That
would be, I think, a fantastic pairing because, as you mentioned, DeAndre catches
everything.
So Dak Prescott would love the combination, I would think, of DeAndre Hopkins and CeeDee Lamb together. CeeDee Lamb, of course, showing off that new ink he just got the other day with the Kobe back tattoo and all kinds of stuff.
I've seen the picture. In fact, Larry got, in honor of CD, he got his leg tattooed the same kind of way.
Except
he's got
you got a whole leg sleeve now?
The picture is Zeus. It's got lightning bolts coming out of his eyeballs. You think I'm making this up? Larry, show me your leg.
Wait. What?
He did
what?
I'm telling you. CeeDee Lamb did his, and now Larry's all sleeved up over there.
You got a CeeDee Lamb inspired tattoo, Larry? Larry don't want to say that.
Yeah, I got the exact copy of what he got. He's got it on my leg.
No, it's Zeus, but it's all. Is it your upper leg or by your calf?
It's my upper leg.
See? That's a big old Zeus.
All right.
You think I'm kidding?
No, I'm saying Larry loved his ink, so I'm not surprised if he got a full leg sleeve, going on there. From the 940.
Did you notice he's got an I-45, he's got Kobe, he's got a helmet like a Trojan horse helmet or Trojan helmet.
He got a lot going on.
He got a lot, and he's got some words. That my story's not done yet.
Yeah,
or
something like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's like
it looked painful.
He had 4 people working on him at the same time.
Yeah, and then
on the picture, Kobe's got a Lakers jersey in his teeth.
Yeah, And then biting
I'm
the
like,
jersey.
no, CD, you ain't got a Lakers jersey on your back.
From the 346, what about Hopkins' history of soft tissue injuries, though? That's right up the Cowboys' alley. They love paying dudes who get injured. Remember that? That one time they gave Michael Gallup $67.5 million
in his hospital bed
off a torn ACL. Cowboys love paying players that get hurt all the time. But I do think DeAndre Hopkins would do this offense wonders because you need someone to go alongside CeeDee Lamb in that way. And he is worth the chance, 346 in my mind. I would definitely take that chance on DeAndre Hopkins. Other trades, real quick. The Houston Texans sending Brandon Cooks to the New England Patriots. In exchange for a 2024 7th-round pick and a 2023 3rd-round pick that they would acquire. I could see that. And then the aforementioned Jalen Ramsey.
Dun, dun, dun. Sass God.
Mm-hmm. The Jalen Ramsey trade would be to the Miami Dolphins. The Rams would send a 2023 fifth-round compensatory pick and acquire a 2023 second round and a 2024 second round pick. Of course, for Ramsey, I could see that happening, especially now that you got Vic Fangio as your defensive coordinator in Miami. That would make a lot of sense, I would think, especially if they decide to move on from Byron Jones, who could be a cap casualty this offseason for Miami after having not such a great time in South Florida. Let's see here from the they feel like that's that's the point when it comes to
469 said, I slipped and busted up my knee early today. Will the Cowboys pay me too?
probably. Can you play football? Probably would. They don't mind paying players, hurt, that kind of thing.
Cowboys version of justgotpaid.com. Just got hit, just got paid.
This is a name I'll be interested to see if he does move this offseason, because you're starting to hear a lot of chatter around this receiver and T. Higgins from the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I'm not sure why the Bengals would want to move off of T. Higgins in that way, especially when you've got Jamar Chase on the other side. That combination there, you would love to see them stay together. But the trade compensation for T. Higgins could include a 2023 first-round pick and a 2024 fourth-round pick. And Detroit, hello, Jared Goff, could use that type of receiver in T. Higgins. But I would be surprised if they moved off of him. They've got a decision to make with Jesse Bates, the third. He's a free agent this offseason. So, but that DeAndre Hopkins one, signed me up for that all day. We were talking with Aisha Morrison at DallasCowboys.com last night, and I wouldn't mind moving off that number 26 overall pick if it needs to happen to get it done with DeAndre Hopkins.
I got a question from the 214. It's a tip. It's an advice. It's almost like Ask Broadus, but it's me, SCA. Says, I met Reggie Bullock at North Park Mall this afternoon.
Okay.
I didn't ask him for a picture, just told him it was nice to meet him. Do you think there's a time and place to ask for pictures from professional athletes? I'm going to tell you from experience with professional athletes in particular. You have to look around and see if there's a crowd watching or around. You know what I mean? And if there's no crowd, that might be a good chance. But always remember, if you're going to ask for a selfie, the better thing is to either have somebody with their camera ready to take your picture, or if you're going to do the selfie, you better be ready to go. And it has nothing to do with them trying to be rude to you and saying no pictures. They don't want to be rude to anybody else when they start saying, hey, can I get a picture too? Can I get a picture too? They don't want to have to be the one to say no. All athletes don't want to be offensive to people. After a while, I don't want to start something. It's almost like signing an autograph. But if you already got if you're quick with yourself and say, hey, can we take this quick picture? They'll do it if there's nobody else around. And by the way, Reggie Bullock was at North Park today, apparently. Did you hear about Patrick Mahomes showing up at North Park 2 nights ago?
No.
Yes, he did. Oh, they had to shut down half the mall. All of a sudden, everybody, it's Patrick Mahomes. And he was by himself, wasn't with his wife, the kids, or his brother. And no security, and he was just out shopping. And by the way, yeah, he will be at the Mavericks-Lakers game tomorrow, too. On Sunday.
On Sunday.
But yeah, just giving you a tip. If you want to take a picture with an athlete and you see him out and about, if there's not a bunch of people around, they might not notice. But if it's a bunch of people around, most athletes shy away from it because they don't want to start a line and all. And they don't want to be rude to everybody else and say, I don't have time.